Far away a shepherd pipes to his flock, magic notes stealing up through the warm silence. Surely that is Pan, half goat, half human, who guarded the shepherds of old. Among the olive leaves stand the broken columns of temples, grey or white or golden yellow. Every one has a tale to tell, a legend, a story, or an actual history. Over the blue sea, with its streaks like purple wine, lie islands dotted away into the distance, and they too have each a tale to tell. It may be Delos, perhaps. No one lives on it now, but the ruins of cities and temples, harbours and theatres, cluster from the shore to the hilltop on which Apollo the Shining One and his sister Artemis the maiden huntress were born. Or it may be rocky, rugged Ithaca, from which Odysseus sailed to the siege of Troy, and found again after 10 years wandering over strange and dragon-haunted seas. With all the breathtaking beauty of Greece round about them, it is hardly wonderful that the ancient Greeks felt that the mountains and the valleys, the woods and the streams, the very sea itself were peopled with immortals. There were wood nymphs among the trees, and water nymphs in the rivers, fairies of human size who did not die, and had powers which mortals do not possess. There were sea nymphs too, mermaids, though not all of them had tails, and strange sea beings who might be cruel and fierce even as the sea was fierce and cruel when storms arose. And the sea must have a king, more powerful even than the nymphs, the immortal called Poseidon, who might come up through the waters in his chariot, drawn by white horses, waving his trident, the 3-pronged spear which was his sceptre, or sign of power. On land also there were immortal powers. Apollo, shining like the sun, who was also the lord of music and poetry. Artemis the huntress, who guarded all wild things. Fierce Ares, the warlord, whose terrible shout might ring across the field of battle when the spears were flying, and the swords of bronze or iron clanged on the shields and helmets. Athena, immortal lady of wisdom, the kind mother goddess Demeter, who caused the corn to grow and the young lambs to be born, with her lovely daughter Persephone, who had to spend half the year in the kingdom of the dead, when dark winter was spread over the earth.